Hey guys, I'm back, taking a little break. You'll see the video on this. This is an idea I've been working with. I know it looks stupid right now, but if I get it right, it'll look cool. It's kind of a mosaic, glow in the dark, in resin, kind of, I don't know, it looks cool. Anyway, while I was outside working on this, getting this right, mailman came. It's been a while since I did a Shit Hits the Fan mystery box unboxing, and that's because I kind of changed things up. So I don't know if it's the same guys, they use the same logo and everything, kind of a different company name, but there's now a different Shit Hits the Fan mystery box, and it has different levels, and this is kind of the, I can't remember, I'm gonna have to put some text over here on the specifics of what it is and what the new name is. The old one was from Bud K, which has a catalog of standard kind of crappy knives and, you know, ridiculous things. But they had their mystery box, which is cool. This is a different company name, but like I said, everything else looks the same with it. I went and I sprung for like their max package, which is about $80. Monthly subscription, just like the other one. Huge box, really big box as you can see. So I'm pretty excited to see what's in it. So we're stopping the work on custom scales and stuff right now to do this unboxing. I don't normally carry this, I just wanted to play with it on the video, that's all. So let's see what is in this new Shit Hits the Fan. See, and here's another box inside which has the original Mystery Gear logo and everything, so I'm pretty sure it's the same folks. So there's a little packing list here. I don't know if you can read it there, but it is the Shit Hits the Fan Mystery Elite Survival Gear monthly box, and also the Shit Hits the Fan Mystery Gear monthly subscription. So they kind of come together now. That's kind of cool. I guess you can see the price there is $89.99, so 90 bucks. We'll see if this is worth it or not as we go through it. The thing about the original Shit Hits the Fan was that it was kind of cheap. It was inexpensive. You got some kind of cool stuff. Sometimes it sucked, but you know, you never really knew what you were going to get. That was the exciting part. Overall, I think most people were happy for the price that we were paying for what came in the original Shit Hits the Fan box. Let's start by opening this up, because this looks like this would be what would be in the regular monthly subscription. This is heavy. So there's a lot of stuff in this. Let's start with Trailblazer Shit Hits the Fan survival cards. Looks interesting. Let's take a look. So comes in a little plastic box, which is nice, not just a deck of cards flying around. Looks like a standard deck of playing cards, but this is actually pretty cool. Every little card has something about survival. Shit hits the fan, you know, bugging out. I like that. This is a cool little item. I play cards with friends every now and then. This would just be fun to play. And, you know, make up some other games based on what you have on there, or just sit down and read through all these things. That's really cool, actually. I like this item. A little bit novelty, but some practical usefulness to it, too. Black Legion. Let's see. Handcrafted in China. Oh boy, this is going to be fantastic then, huh? This is a crappy knife. I don't even need to open it up out of the package to tell. This is a throwaway. Big plastic handle. I don't even want to think about what this blade is made of. Stainless steel, that's all it says, so it's probably crappy steel. Liner lock, spring assist. I actually like the feel, because it's got a nice big kind of chunky handle to wrap your hand around, but this is obviously a throwaway kind of knife. This is something that I would complain about getting in a knife box. I would say this isn't worth more than a couple bucks. But some idiot somewhere at a truck stop is going to pay like $20 for this and think they got a good deal. So it's got a little attachment for fire starting that comes out with a really pathetic whistle. Yeah. But at least it's got a little ferro rod, right? So we can scrape and start a fire, I guess. since I really don't care about this blade. I don't see anything to scrape against it, so I guess we're supposed to use this. And I don't see any actual sparks, so what a surprise. I do see damage to the actual blade though. This is one of those, again, throwaway type things. This is basically not even a box cutter, but okay, so one fail item. So we got a good item and a fail. To be honest, I don't even know what this is. It's a trap of some kind. This is obviously going to take far more investigating and messing with time than I want to invest in it right now. It's obviously some kind of trap. I have no idea how this is supposed to actually work. Not a clue. There's no instructions with it or anything. I caught my finger in there just messing with it, and that hurt pretty bad, so I'm probably never going to use this thing, but maybe I'll mess with it a little in the future. See if there's any instructions on how to set it up. Another fail item. All-purpose fire starters I'm always in favor of. Always, always, always. So this will go in my fire starting bag. Yeah, I have a whole just bag of fire starting stuff, so that's happy. You know, I've seen these around, and I've never really used one. One of these emergency car escape devices. I don't know how much they're worth. Let's face it, I'd rather have it in the car with the kids, just as like maybe I could use it one day, and I don't know. Meh. Well, one of these military wool blankets, actually, I am a fan of these things. I like these. I'll pack this away, put it in the garage, use it for some stuff. These are great for camping, or just, you know, to put in, keep in the car in case anything happens, or you want just a mat to put down. So, not a bad item to have, but so far not thrilled. Not thrilled. But I mentioned I really like the cards. This is interesting. Survival tabs. Emergency food rations. So it says they are delicious, nutritious, and easy to store with an extended shelf life, approximately 10 years. So this is worth having. I'm probably going to take it out of the bag. I have a bunch of MREs and everything, but this is cool too. 180 tablets, serving size is 12 tablets, so it's 15 servings per container. But each serving gives you 240 calories, which is not a lot if you're in a survival situation. You want calories to keep going, but I want to try one, but I also don't want to open it up. For anybody who's interested, there's ingredients. Yeah, I really do want to try one of these, actually. So, the size. It smells bad. It smells vanilla, kind of like a protein shake sort of smell. Not bad, actually. I mean, it tastes like a supplement. It's not bad. I've tasted much worse. I don't know if I want to eat 12 at once, but that's good to have. Hi, Ethan. Ethan's out to join me.
Yeah.
You got a flower?
Yeah. Where's the flower?
You got flowers. This is a shape-shifting hacksaw. A lightweight, compact aluminum frame. Looks interesting. That's always fun when you have like steel blades jumping out at you. Alright, so many pieces here. It doesn't look all that complicated. The blades just kind of slide in. Looks like you just got two identical blades. You can tell they're heat treated, which is nice for some strength, but
Hi.
there we go. Hi! Are you gonna come out? There it is. Let's give it a shot. Let's test it out real quick. So, tree, hacksaw, tree. I'm using a saw. You bring me a flower?
Hi.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Where's the flower?
Flower, yeah, that's nice. Ethan's helping today. Actually, lightweight, compact, folds up. Very easy to work with, and it's making pretty quick work of this. What? I see. So even though I kind of scoffed at this thing and kind of laughed at it first, this is a good saw. This works pretty well. You can fold this all up, pack it in, pack it out, and minimal amount of effort to cut that, and you see how far I got. You could actually, this is probably one of the better saws I've gotten in a package like this. Take a look at taking it apart, see if it's as easy to pack back up. And so yeah, just the force of having these put together holds that blade in really nice. What is it, Ethan? Hold on, I'm doing this. I think this goes in there. Yep. So, you put your top rod in there, this middle support just slides in. I don't think, does the blade fit inside? Because that, yes it does. And then we put our other end cap on. What is it, Ethan? You want me to come over there? Okay. Saw packed and ready to go. I like this item. This is a good item. I'm happy with this, actually. This is, I mean, it's probably not very expensive, not made of the best stuff, but this is something that for a really good version of this, I'd pay 30, 40, 50 bucks for something that was like really well made. Titanium or aircraft aluminum, you know, made in the USA. This is a good item. I'm sure that everything that's in these boxes we can find in this catalog to see what their MSRP is. I just don't feel like looking through it right now. A couple more things. This looks fun. Colombian Survival, a warrior spearhead. Handcrafted in China, of course. Congratulations, Care and Storage. You know, at least they take some pride if they want to give you some maintenance tips and how to take care of it and stuff like that. So that's cool. And then, ugh, as soon as I see that, I know they're selling crap, that zombie stuff. But there's some fancy stuff we'll never get or want. Let's take a look at this Colombian spearhead though. So it looks like you can put it on just a standard, I don't know, broom or, you know, shovel handle, something like that. Sorry if the filming on this is not so great. The sun's right in my eyes, so I'm moving around. I guess it's a nice spearhead. If I had something to put in there right now, I would, and it comes with some nice sharp screws to lock it down with, to screw it in. So you could use it. It's comfortable enough that you could use it as a knife. I probably wouldn't. It has a little sheath, but it doesn't have anything to like put on a pack or a belt or anything, so you just have to put this in something. You know, I mean, it's not a horrible piece of gear. It's probably not that great. I would prefer if they gave an actual handle to use that you could also, you know, use as a spear. Meh. This is more fancy looking than useful, I think. I don't know if I would, I mean, would I really want to take up the weight in a pack or something just to have this in case? I don't know. I don't think so. And then last item, this looks like a big old Lister bag. I remember from basic training, and I think that's what it is. I think it is a big drinking water bag. I haven't seen one of these in a really long time. Why would they want to make it out of this big black plastic that's going to absorb all the heat in the world? Yep, I'm smelling it. It's got that very military rubber smell, but it's got a big fill area. You could purify water in here, I guess, or just collect purified water. Hang it. And then it's got a little spout to let the water out. I'm concerned that if I was out in the field somewhere and I actually filled this up and it was in the sun, it would get hot and disgusting and nobody would want to drink it. This certainly is a very different item than things I've seen in these kinds of boxes before. I think the only place to really test this out and use it though would be camping. So, yeah. I'm not really thrilled with this, but it's the first box and I always give them 2 chances in a row to really disappoint me before I cancel the subscription. You know, got some average items, a couple really good items, a bunch of really disappointing items. I still have no idea how this works, but I'll work on it, figure it out, and maybe do a supplemental video there. But overall, there it is. That's the new Elite box from Shit Hits the Fan Mystery Gear. I've always kind of liked the Shit Hits the Fan Mystery Gear. It's never been really great stuff. It's good stuff. It's fun stuff. You know, it's decent stuff. But there you go. So I'm going to go back to work on some new scale ideas and some new ideas. If this works, I'm going to use this on the Ganzo giveaway knives, which I have fallen so behind on. I know you guys are waiting for them for like a year. I'm sorry. But this should be pretty cool. And I hear a little kid screaming inside, so brothers are fighting. Anyway, guys, let's give these guys one more month and another chance to see what comes next month before we just say, hey, this is all crap and I'm canceling the subscription. Some of it's decent. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I will be back again real soon.